I'm going to Springfield and I'm going to Aurora. You may never see me again, but that's okay. Got to do what I got to do.
Today, former President Donald Trump is making that visit to Aurora, Colorado. Here's a live look at that rally right now. If you were watching on 9 News Plus, we are still streaming the rally. Supporters have been there since 5 a.m. today, well before the doors even opened. Right now, people are waiting for Trump to speak, which is expected in about an hour. Mark Salinger joins us live from Aurora. Mark, we've heard from quite a few people already. What's going on now?
Yeah, there are thousands of people outside here at Gaylord of the Rockies right now. You can see the line behind me is moving very slowly to get in right now, but there are still thousands of people lined up all the way around the block through this neighborhood. I would say, I think the capacity inside is 10,000. I know that several thousand have already gotten in. There's still several more thousand out here waiting to get inside. Obviously, a lot of Make America Great Again hats, but also we're talking to people about what former President Trump has said about Aurora, about the gangs and the Venezuelan migrants taking over Aurora. Those, of course, are lies. The gangs have not taken over Aurora, and people here in Aurora are just wanting to see what the president says when he comes here. A lot of people are saying, yeah, we live in Aurora. We don't believe that as well, but we're still here to support the president. Right down the street down here, there's a handful of Kamala Harris and Tim Walz supporters, not a whole lot of them, that are protesting this rally right now. But you have to show that the vast majority of people, 99% of the people here, are Trump supporters. We've been speaking with them on both sides, both the protesters as well as the Trump supporters here for the rally earlier today. Here's what they had to say.
It's a beautiful town. Like, I love it here. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. Recently, Trump has been saying that it's like a war zone, and like I step outside, that's not the city I live in. That's hurtful. That actually harms our city.
I'm here to support Trump.
But you don't agree with everything he says.
Obviously. I don't agree with everything. I don't agree with a lot of stuff. Like everybody, none of us agree with everything, do we?
Now, the former president is expected to speak sometime around 1 p.m. We don't even know that he's landed in Colorado at this point. Of course, Gaylord of the Rockies here in Aurora is just about a couple hundred feet into Aurora city limits, very close to the airport. He only has about a 10-minute drive once he lands at DIA to get here to Gaylord of the Rockies. Again, that's expected to start in about an hour or so. We don't really know exactly when the president will be here, though. We haven't seen any signs of a motorcade or anything like that. There are a whole lot of Aurora police officers dressed in riot gear. So far, they haven't really been needed to intervene in any protests or anything like that. Again, very few protesters, a whole lot of Trump supporters out here right now. We are being told that the president has landed just in the last couple of minutes, so he will be making his way over to Aurora in the next couple of minutes as well. And again, he's expected to speak here in about an hour. Lauren will be carrying that live on 9 News Plus as well, if you want to watch it there.
Mark, we know that you will be keeping a very close eye on all of this today. Thank you so much for that live report. Lots of people cheering there. This morning, Democratic leaders spoke ahead of Trump's visit, saying Trump has been spreading misinformation about the Aurora community.
We set the standard in this nation for welcoming people who are coming here to start a new life. So when Donald Trump invited himself to tell lies, to twist and distort that story for his own terrible purposes, we will not tolerate it.
You can watch former President Donald Trump's rally in Aurora on 9 News Plus and 9news.com. Again, Trump is expected to take the stage at about 1 o'clock. We have complete coverage this afternoon on 9 News at 3, 4, and 5. In Mesa County, deputies say remains found at a house in Grand Junction in January were a 16-year-old girl. She had been missing since 2005. Deputies found a human head and arms in a freezer at the home. That home was recently sold, so people were cleaning it out when they found the remains. The missing girl is Amanda Overstreet. She was a resident of both Grand Junction and Harris County, Texas. The rest of her body has not been found. It's been investigated as a homicide. Thornton police say the second officer who was hurt in Wednesday's shooting is now out of the hospital. Officers were responding that morning to reports of gunfire in a home off of East 160th Avenue, just east of I-25. A man came out of the home and fired at two officers. Both were taken to the hospital and have now been released. Taking a live look outside at Greeley, some beautiful fall colors there. Also beautiful, did you see the northern lights last night? Check that out. Parts of the state were treated to a beautiful purple and pink sky, maybe some hints of green. These photos here are from Estes Park. And hey, we got some good news. There's another chance to see it tonight, just in case you missed it or you want to see it again. Let's check in with Weather Impact meteorologist Keely Chalmers. Keely, those pictures are just stunning. It's hard to believe it's real.
It's beautiful, right? And I think the big question a lot of folks are asking, what are those clouds overhead going to do, right? Because we want the clear skies. The forecast is for mostly clear skies tonight. Now, the little bit more moisture in the form of clouds than we initially thought this morning. So we are seeing more clouds. We do expect those clouds to clear out after about 7 o'clock tonight. Of course, last night, beautiful clear skies, maybe a few more clouds in the mix tonight. But again, most of the cloud coverage should start to clear out this afternoon. We're actually calling for partly cloudy skies this afternoon and then mostly clear skies tonight after about 7 o'clock. But certainly filtered sunshine out there right now. Temperatures were at 62 degrees out at DIA right now, 64 in Greeley. We're at 79 in Colorado Springs, 50, 60s in the mountains. Partly cloudy this afternoon. Temperatures quite a bit cooler as well. 75 degrees our forecast high for this afternoon. That is 10 degrees cooler than we were yesterday. And we are going to warm back up into the 80s tomorrow. But we're looking at 70s across the northeastern plains, 90s still down there across the southeast. So again, cool down today and Sunday. Tomorrow, the potential for some fire danger and warm weather and stronger winds. We'll talk more about that in your complete forecast coming up in just a bit.
In the southeast, people are still recovering from major damage and power outages after Hurricane Milton. We have an update from Florida next.